Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Germain Talks, and I hope you would be doing absolutely fantastic. Today, the topic which I have brought in for discussion is more on the lines of force majeure and the realities of the enterprise level contracts. Let's get started. So one thing I want to say that, like even in my past video, I said the force majeure to pulling down enterprise level contracts is just uh, just not the case. It's probably too much of a textbookish kind of a thing. So how to deal with such situations? Coming to the very clause itself, force majeure right now is dead. It's no longer gonna be germane in the contracts being negotiated now. Why? Because the element of surprise is gone, which is one of the key defining clauses of force majeure. That A, it should not be in your control. Second, it's unexpected. So it's expected right now. So what to do in this situation? Uh, an extended, a more modified version of force majeure now is being generally talked is uh, a clause wherein certain there is more sharpness attached to it, and certain things like the number of days are people are now being thinking of specifying the number of days, or to pinpoint the particular deliverables being affected and things like that. However, um, at at a contractual level, there are two or three more clauses which may act as a pressure valve in these situations. Number one is a temporary suspension clause. So, what is a temporary suspension clause? Actually it actually delineates a particular party from its performance obligations during such sort of a pandemic situation. So instead of pulling down the whole contract in totality, so it gives the other party a right to temporarily suspend, to just go in sleeping mode, in dormant mode, and excuses from all performance obligations of the contract for certain number of days during which this pandemic is there, or a scale of pandemic, or whatever. Not only this pandemic, but any such sort of a situation, if so occurs. So it ensures that in good faith both the parties will step away, and they'll come back again as the as it is restored. Okay. So what is and there is also a second clause which I want to tell you. It is the hardship clause. So hardship clause stems out more from the voidable contracts, where the one of the performing party becomes so aggrieved, so injured, that the performance of that party in this form becomes untenable, and it becomes the contract goes in the domain of being voidable. So what happens then in this sort of a situation? Upon clearly defined metrics in the contract, the parties can go ahead and relax the terms and conditions of the of the performance, the penalties, and things like that, which will actually enable the performing party to lower down its performance standards and keep working in the way possible, in the best way possible. So this is the second thing. These are the two performance driven clauses, the hardship clause and the temporary suspension clause. The other one is more on the legal side. It is actually carving out a carving out a particular amount of liability cap for related to the COVID-19. It will ensure that there isn't any ambiguity in case of any liability claims and things like that. That okay, this is for that, this is for that. No, this is specifically for COVID-19 related performance issues. So I know the other party would definitely resist putting such a language because of the fear factor of misperformance or non-performance emanating out of this pandemic, and resultantly that clause being invoked. But that is definitely one way I would like to propose a separate carve out for COVID related limitation of liability matters. So these are the three ones which I thought to share, which directly germinate out of the force majeure clause, because that is being so much spoken about these days. So with this, I'll end my video, and I hope if you like the contents, please like, share, and comment. And I look forward to your wonderful feedbacks. Thank you very much.